Okay, I know what you guys are thinking. He already went back to the iPhone. That's not true. I just was looking for some old flagships on eBay, and I came across this one. I paid $473 shipped for this phone. No charger, no case. And I thought it was a little too good to be true, but let's see what we have here. This is the iPhone 13 Pro, 256 gig. It was one of those listings where they're like, everything's clean on the phone, no scratches, no dents, even though there was some scratches I can't really show you guys. But I really love this colorway. This is one of my favorite colorways. What is that? Get that off there. I believe this to be the graphite colorway, and it's just beautiful, man. I gotta start wiping down phones when I get these things off eBay because they're nasty. I don't know what they did, but just look at this. I know I'm Team Android all 2024, but man, I really, it took me back. Look, I don't like that though. Lightning cable, I do not miss. Little switch on the side, I don't miss that. It is nice to go back to the SIM card because I'm using all these Androids and swapping from SIM card to SIM card is nice. Let's go ahead and power it up. And oh, look at that. I really do miss it, guys. I ain't gonna lie, I do miss it. I used to have a 13 Pro right when they came out, and this was the first one with like 120 hertz. It had a better battery. I think the 13s were actually better than the 14s, the entire series. The 14 line was just really buggy. So, okay, so we got 17.31, that's up to date. 88%, that's not actually bad. I thought it was gonna be a lot worse. I'm happy it's 88. There's still some value to this. And again, guys, just setting everything up on the phone. I had a backup I could throw on it really quick. It just, it really hits home. This is what I'm used to, and I love that you could blur the background of your main page. I don't know why they don't let you do that on Androids, or I just don't know what I'm doing. And please make sure you subscribe to Colo Tech. My main channel is just Colo Culture, but I'm focused on my technology this year, and I'm hoping you guys like and subscribe. And see, come on now, look at that 120 Apple Hertz just looking so beautiful and perfect. One thing I did notice, the Android 60 hertz is better than Apple's 60 hertz. I'm sorry, Apple, but Android has you beat there because I hardly noticed the 60 hertz on Androids. And I'm not sure why I picked that wallpaper. But anyway, let's have a little side to side to the 15 Pro Max. And it's funny, under the lighting, these phones look similar, but not under the studio lighting. Those phones don't look alike as far as the color. Obviously, the Ultra, 24 Ultra, man, these phones are confusing me. 24 Ultra, I'm not using none of the high-end flagships right now. I'm sticking to the old school ones. I'm still using the S20 Ultra right now as I record this video. I'm still using it right now. It's an amazing phone as well. But just going back through an iPhone after a month of not using it, see the Apple Watch, I still got to have it. It's a part of my arm. But just using the iPhone after like a month or so without using this ecosystem at all, it really takes me back. The camera is so consistent. I'm still hesitant to pull out the Android cameras because I'm just like, I mean, look how that's not that impressive, but it just really feels familiar. Maybe that's what it is. This phone feels extremely familiar to me, but I'm not switching to it. Like I said, I'm sticking to the Droids. And when did the 13 Pro come out? Hold on. Okay, September 24th, 2021. For me, that doesn't seem that long ago. And I didn't pre-order this phone, but I do remember buying it and I sold it, and it's good to have it back again. Not sure what I'm going to actually do with it, but it's good to have it back. Here's a few quick desk sample pictures. Nothing really fancy here. I was just excited to take a couple pictures. And of course, I had to check the ultra wide camera, the main camera, and the ×3 camera because of that Note 10 Plus that had the broken ultra wide. Now I'm kind of, scared of that. This is good old 4K 60 actually on the iPhone. I think it has that by default. And I couldn't help it. I had to load a couple games on it. One of my favorite games that runs in 120 hertz. I was playing this back when I used to play it, some NBA 2K. This is one thing I miss. There's no 2K for the Androids, either in the Play Store or the Galaxy Store. It's just not there. And there's a couple games, I don't know if you call them flagship games, that are just missing. And I just don't like it. You can't even get this game I'm playing right now. This game's on. I love this game. This game is on there as well. But there's not enough games on there's enough games. There's just not the cooler games that are on Apple and the Android world. And I could be wrong, but the stuff I want to play is just not there. Now, that same night, I did go out just to try to get some night footage. And this is not true night footage because my floodlight is on. So here's what it looks like. This is 4K 60. And it just looks amazing right out of the camera. You don't have to doctor up the footage at all. There's no edits to this. And just look how clean this looks. This is what you want to have in your pocket. You want to be able to pull out a camera and get something this clean. This is very, very close to like what an actual camera would do for you. To me, it's just amazing. The S20 Ultra that I'm using is not on this level at all. When did the S20 Ultra come out? Oh, okay, 2020. All right, I'll give them a pass on this one. But man, the camera here is just, it's day and night. And I'm gonna show you guys here in a second. That's Pikes Peak. That's me zooming into, what does the iPhone zoom in? 15 times zoom. And of course at 15, it's gonna start looking crazy. I mean, but you get the point. So let me show you a couple samples. This is the iPhone 13 Pro, no adjustments, 4K 60. And this next clip coming up, we have the S24 Ultra. And again, this camera gets a pass because it's older, but man, was it all over as soon as I stepped into the light. Like it couldn't handle that at all. And let's do another test. This is the iPhone 13 Pro, 4K 60, and the weather's been crappy in Colorado. Here's the S20 Ultra 8K, and that other clip was 8K too. Let's take a look at this again. Here goes the iPhone's 4K at 60. Everything looks good, everything looks natural, and let's go back to the 8K. Now see, that doesn't look bad, and it's kind of an unfair comparison because the focal lengths are totally different. Here's the iPhone again. And what I mean by focal lengths for you non-camera nerds is that the one-time zoom on the S20 Ultra is different than the one-time zoom on the 13 Pro. The iPhone's just a bit more, man, that just did not work. That's not great for 8K. And correction, guys, that's 8K and 24 frames, and the iPhone footage was 30 frames for the indoor stuff, not 60. But the snow stuff outside, that was 60 frames. But again, I ain't gonna lie to you guys. You know I love the iPhones, but they did get boring. Here's the good old S20 Ultra. I like this phone. It's kind of got a little boring itself because I know there's better phones out there, especially already having the Ultra 24 or whatever, but it's still Team Samsung for now. But make sure you guys go ahead, like, subscribe to the channel. I got 3 more old flagships on the way, not including this phone. I think I got kind of lucky on this one, spending $473 for the condition of this phone. I ain't gonna lie, I thought the phone was gonna be fake or it'd have some faulty parts, or maybe one of the camera lenses would be weird and not working. But in this case, it's so far so good. I haven't got to fully test it, and I'm not going to fully switch to it yet. My SIM is still in the S20 Ultra, and the Samsungs really do have a special place in my heart. But I want to hear from you guys. Please let me know. Do you already have an iPhone and you're thinking about switching to Android? Do you already have an Android? Might be thinking about going to the Apple ecosystem? Please let me know in the comments. Both are very awesome. I even want to try some of the other Xiaomi and the other Android phones out there. But right now I'm on the Samsung thing. But again, just let me know in the comments. And as you can tell by my energy in this video, I do love my iPhones. But make sure you guys follow me on Instagram or Twitter. It's Kolotech383. Peace, love, and light. And I'm out.